everybody, welcome to your weekly reading. This is the period of October 16th until October 21st, all signs. Sorry this came out a little late. I was busy. Okay, so we will start off with Capricorn. Capricorn, you guys have the Nine of Cups in the upright. Yay. The only better card is the Ten of Cups, but the Nine of Cups, we'll take it, okay? So this week, it's about being emotionally fulfilled. You're happy, you're content, you're abundant. It's kind of like eating that big plate of turkey and feeling like really good about yourself. You really have sort of everything that you need right now. You're fulfilled in everything you do. You're prosperous in everything that you're doing this week. So keep it up, guys, because that's what we're seeing with the Nine of Cups. We move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. You guys are drifting aimlessly. You're returning back to something to get answers, to figure things out. You're having a hard time leaving. Maybe you guys don't have closure, but you keep on, and you're confused. For some of you, you can't figure out what your best options are, so you keep on returning something, hoping to get the answers in regards to what the best options are. But it's kind of a state of confusion and going back and going back and going back to things to sort of figure things out. So that's what you guys can kind of expect for this week. Then we move on to Pisces. Pisces, you guys have the Three of Wands in reverse. So you're really kind of wasting your efforts in regards to something, being held back. You're trying, I think it's a matter of you should be working smarter instead of harder. So it does seem like you're sort of having setbacks even though you are trying hard. And the reason why is because you're overlooking details. You don't have the foresight. You're not, and that's why you're experiencing delays. For some of you can be having problems with a long distance relationship, or you could be having communication problems in general with another person. So that's what I have for you Pisces for this week. Aries, King of Swords. Some of you might be dealing with legal matters at this time. The King of Swords is about, you could be consulting a lawyer, you could be consulting a financial advisor. If it's not legal matters, or you talking to somebody about legal matters, it's about you really taking the initiative in regards to something, and not only taking the initiative, but you're doing it based on truth, logic, objectivity. For others of you, you're having a hard time expressing your emotions to a loved one or to somebody else at this time, so you might be doing a little bit of repression. So just keep that in mind, okay? Next, we have Taurus. Taurus, you guys have the Two of Wands in the upright. You guys are looking out at the world. You're considering what your options actually are. Really kind of focused. This is a card of plans and partnerships. So you might be considering starting up something with somebody. It's also about choices. It's waiting on seeing, this guy's holding the world, and it's almost like he's waiting on something happening before he makes a decision. So that's what you guys are doing. You're waiting on results. Could be test results. Could be any kind of results before you go ahead and make that leap in regards to your decision. Which path is it going to be? The one that you know that's comforting to you, or the one that has risk associated with it? That choice will be up to you, Tauruses, this week. Gemini, we move to the Wheel of Fortune. Something unexpected is going to happen. That's usually what happens when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. But it's actually a change for the better. It can be very cyclical. So you guys could be going through a lot of ups and downs during this week. But it does mean it is a situation improving. It's being optimistic. It's a turning point for some of you, and it's just good luck and good fortune coming your way this week. Next, we moved on to Cancer. Cancer, you guys have the Knight of Pentacles. You guys are being very pensive in regards to something. You're thinking out some sort of strategy, some sort of plan. For some of you, you could be working very hard. For some of you, you could be working on something that's very low risk. You guys could be working on love. You could have a strategy in regards to love, either how you're going to work on a relationship or how you're going to go about finding somebody, okay? For others of you, you might be being a little bit too much of a stick in the mud, too unadventurous, a little too boring. So you might kind of want to put yourself out there and do something creative, do something exciting to drum things up, okay? We move on to Leo. Leo, you guys have the Page of Cups. What's the offer that's coming in? What's the apology that's coming in? Some of you could be receiving an offer, gifts, apology. Some of you could be having a kid. This is the card of birth. For others of you, you're having really creative energy. You're enjoying life during this time. And then others of you are actually going to be doing volunteer work, any kind of work that administers to other people or helping other people. And then for some of you out there, you'll be getting favorable offers and news this week. We move on to Virgo. Virgo, you guys had the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so you guys are feeling a little bit the victim because of something, but that's out of choice, okay? That's a situation that can be changed. change. For some of you, you feel like you're sacrificing, but you're not getting any result in return. Some of you are waiting on something, but you are kind of saying, okay, I'm not going to wait forever on this. All right. So just be careful about that. Some of you are also stalling on a decision that you have to make. You might be having to decide something and you're not using this stall time wisely to make that decision. So be careful of that for this week, Virgos. We move on to Libras. Libras, you guys have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Possibly disappointment in love. You could be dealing with somebody who doesn't want to commit, has intimacy issues, or problems such as that. Or commitment issues. I already said that. You could also be dealing with an individual who's negative with their emotions, tends to be moody, tends to be jealous, could be drinking a little too much. You could be in an abusive situation. The advice here is not to placate this person. Make sure you step away. Do not engage with them because that's only going to feed the wolf. Okay, so that's what you guys have going on there. Scorpio, King of Wands. Ooh, so some of you could be actually dealing with an individual or have an individual in your life on the mature side, someone who's a leader, somebody who's a boss, somebody who inspires people to walk through fire. I always think of that with the King of Wands. He's very motivated, he's very achieving, and he inspires people. Some of you could be having a very passionate and sexual chemistry with somebody. The King of Wands is very sexy, and so some of you guys could really be kind of having that energy with somebody this week. Okay, and then finally we move into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is, you guys are coming out of something, so you've gone through some kind of, it's growing after something traumatic has happened. So for some of you, it's dealing with old pain, it's coming back from, it's healing, it's recovering from that. For others of you, there might have been a situation where you were thinking things were going to be bad, like thinking the worst case scenario in regards to something, and then once you confronted, or someone, and then once you started talking to them, or once you dealt with a situation, you actually came out of it and realized it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be. I feel like for some of you, you guys are dreading something coming up. You're awaiting something happening, and you really are kind of thinking, oh, it's going to be terrible, and you guys are thinking the worst. Try not to think the worst in regards to that. You're going to find out that you are going to move on from this. It's going to be okay, that you have the strength to move on. Okay, so I wanted to get these out to you for this week. I hope you guys enjoy them. Keep in mind, I'm on Instant Go, Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to post these all on there, and then go on YouTube and check out all my sun moon readings I have going on at this time, my compatibility readings, yada yada yada. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Adios from Veronica Garnet. Bye guys.